everyone, my name is Nidhi and I'm back with a new story. In today's story, there is a fox and a lion. And there is someone else. So let's go and find out who that is. Once upon a time, in a small little town, there lived a donkey. Now the donkeys aren't very bright, right? Now this donkey in our story is also not a very bright donkey. It's rather foolish. This donkey worked for a washerman. The washerman would make the donkey work day and night and give him loads and loads of work to do. But he wouldn't give him enough to eat. Poor donkey was always hungry. He was always crying for food. So one day, he saw his chance. He looked right and he looked left and he looked up and he looked down and he looked everywhere. And when he made sure that no one was looking, the donkey ran and he ran far, far away from the washerman as fast as he could. Now very close to that town was a small little forest. The donkey started living in that forest. He found a nice patch of green and he was very happy. All he wanted was to eat all day and sleep all day. He wanted a very comfortable life. And slowly, he started doing just that. He would spend his whole day chomping on juicy grass and living very comfortably in the shed of an old cave. Now the donkey was having the time of his life. All day long, he did what he really wanted to do. But like all other jungles, this jungle also had the king of the jungle, the lion. But it just so happened that the lion had been injured. He got into a fight with a wild elephant who happened to kick him so badly that the lion had fractured his legs. Now with fractured legs, he could not hunt. So he was very angry and very, very hungry. Now this king had a very loyal and cunning minister, the fox. So one day, when the king was very hungry, he said to his minister,
"I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in days. I can't hunt my own food. So I want you to go and hunt for me. Find me a nice juicy piece of meat, and I will reward you soon."
The fox was a very loyal minister. He felt bad for his king. But you see, every time he went hunting for the king, he could never have enough energy to hunt for himself. And he couldn't ask the lion, the king of the jungle, to share his meal with him. Little could the fox do. He said,
"Okay, Your Majesty, I shall go and find something for you."
And off he went. Now the fox went wandering around in the forest. He looked very deep into the forest, near the ponds, near the lakes, near the trees. And then he went to that same green patch where the donkey used to live. And now the donkey, with all of the lovely, fresh, juicy grass, had fattened up. And the fox was looking at him.
He will make a lovely meal for our king. He looks nice and fat and fresh, and he's a donkey. Donkeys have no brains. They are quite foolish animals.
Now the fox was standing and looking at the donkey, who was nicely chomping away.
Jump away, donkey. The more you eat, the better it is for us. The lion will be very happy with me today. But wait, I need to be very careful.
Thinking of that, he went straight to the donkey and he said,
Hello there, donkey. I've never seen you here before. You seem to be new.
Yes, Fox. I have come here a few days ago. You see, I worked for a washerman who never gave me enough to eat. So I ran away and I started living here. You see, the grass is lovely and fresh and I love living over here. I can live on my own terms. The fox looked at the donkey and he said,
Oh, that's wonderful. That's really nice. You see, the king of the jungle is looking for a bodyguard. And he wants someone who has lived in town, who's smart and very, very strong. You look like all of that. Would you like to be the bodyguard of the king of our jungle? You see, you can live in the palace and you can guard the king, so you get to eat all the yummy, delicious grass that's around the palace.
The donkey was very tempted. Like I told you, he was a foolish donkey. And so he said, yes, I would be very happy. I'll come with you. So the donkey followed the fox, who was very happy that the king was going to be very pleased with him and he was going to be rewarded. And off they went. And soon they were just near the cave. And the hungry king of the jungle, who was sitting right next to the cave, looked at the donkey and he started salivating.
That looks like a very, very juicy piece of meat. I'm going to be eating after so long.
And the hungry lion could not wait. He pounced on the donkey as soon as he saw him. But the donkey was very quick. He looked at the lion, he got very scared and he ran as fast as he could. In the meantime, the fox looked at the lion and he said,
Your Majesty, you just let the juicy piece of meat run away. Why did you pounce on him so quickly?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Fox. I'm just so hungry. I haven't eaten in days. Please go and get him back for me.
The lion said that, the king of the jungle after all. What could the fox do? He said,
All right, I will go and get him again.
And so the fox went after the donkey. The donkey had managed to reach his house, his abandoned cave where he was living, and he was panting for breath. Just when the fox reached there.
Donkey, why did you run away?
Oh, the lion would have killed me. He would have eaten me. He pounced at me, didn't you see?
Oh, that was just a test, you see. The lion was only testing you. He wanted to see if the bodyguard he's going to have is good enough for him or not. And you know what? He loves you. Why don't you come with me? The lion wants to see you again. And this time, you are going to be his bodyguard.
Saying that, what do you think the donkey did? Well, foolish donkey. He agreed. He thought that the fox was saying the truth. And so he followed the fox once again to the cave. This time, the hungry king of the jungle was hiding in the bushes. And as soon as the donkey crossed the bushes, the lion pounced at him with all his might. And he grabbed the donkey and managed to kill it. Feeling very proud of himself.
I finally managed to catch a prey. I'm going to have a big meal after so long.
Just as the lion was going to go and eat the donkey, the fox said,
Your Majesty, you are eating after such a long time. Don't you think having a bath before eating? You feel even better about it.
The embarrassed lion, who hadn't had a bath in a long time, said,
Yes, of course. I will just go and have a bath and come back.
Saying that, the lion went straight to the pond to have a bath. In the meantime, the fox was feeling very hungry. The donkey looked so lovely and juicy. His mouth was watering, and so he thought,
I can't ask the king to share his food with me. He'll kill me. I need to think of something myself. What shall I do? What shall I do? I know what I'm going to do.
and you know what he did? He ate the donkey's brain. And he quickly finished eating it just before the lion came.
Now I'm ready to eat my food.
As the lion started eating, he noticed that the donkey's brain was missing. He got very angry and he roared,
Fox, where is the brain of this donkey? Why can't I find it here?
Your Majesty, you think if the donkey had any brains, he would have come back to you after you having pounced at him the first time?
You have a point. All right then.
and the lion went back to eating the donkey. And so the cunning fox managed to eat some food that he had hunted for the king of the jungle. So you saw how the cunning fox did not just fool the donkey, but he did manage to fool the king of the jungle as well. I hope you enjoyed this story. This story is from Panchtantra Tales. If you did enjoy watching it, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And I will be back very soon with a new story. Bye bye.